Hi Libra, it's Mary with Sayre Seer. Thanks for stopping by. This is your June 1st through the 15th reading, tarot and oracle reading. I appreciate you being here, listening to my videos, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. Also, I truly appreciate those who have booked readings and donated. I have many different links in the description box. I have it for my website, which you can buy jewelry, look at the jewelry, buy jewelry, and tarot. But I have other sites, and I make all the jewelry. So the only thing I don't make are the rings, but they're handmade. Okay, I just haven't been making rings in a long time. I don't have the equipment, but I do know how. But anyway, so I just want to ask, if you're in the market for any jewelry or a gift, please consider, just in general, not just for me, but any small business, please consider buying from us. We've had to be very competitive to just stay afloat. So you might consider, just checking us out before going to like Amazon or something like that. So we appreciate every person that, every purchase, because it helps our families, right? All right, so so while I was shuffling and thinking about you, Libra, well, they said we need to do two sides of the story. So I did this for Leo, and it was quite interesting. So this is where we're going to start. So I have Six of Cups reversed. So Six of Cups reversed is it's about the past. It's about, sometimes people say some readers say that it can be about like a soulmate feeling, somebody that's a soulmate, but it could be family, because somebody who really has changed us, that we still feel a connection for, whether it's family or whether it's a lover or a really good friend, parent, something like that. Even a job can come up that way. Something we love, okay? Something that it was dear to our heart, at least at one time. But when it's reversed, it may have been dear to our heart, but maybe it was not the best thing for us. It also can reflect something, when it's reversed, something dark from the past coming back. So it could be somebody bringing something from the past back, but it may not be what we want. Maybe we wanted to put that behind us, okay? So, so sorry. Now, next card is the Sun. So this is really good because this is illuminating the situation. Maybe somebody wants to come back and say what happened. Or maybe you need to go to somebody and be honest about what happened. Honest, I don't know. There is something hidden though. So the Sun is about success. This is going to open up a door and create more happiness and success for somebody. So sorry. Throat chakra. So this is going to really help somebody heal. So this is a card of healing. So it can be a card of, also rehab. It doesn't always come through, but I'm feeling it here. Let me get another card. Sorry, just a second. So the energy gets stuck there sometimes. So I apologize. Okay, so next card is the Seven of Cups, and this is reversed. So this is not being in a fantasy anymore. Okay, so this is somebody that's done some healing, or they've gone through rehab, or maybe they've done both. Okay, it was something that's being revealed. So let's get the bottom of the deck. That maybe somebody was indecisive or didn't think they had choices or made the wrong choices. That's not the case now. They're seeing things more clearly. I have the Eight of Cups, and it's about walking away from something that no longer serves somebody. There was a lot of confusion here. There was a lot of sitting on the fence. Now, several stories in this one, these 5 cards. So sorry. Okay, it can be somebody coming, but I think actually, Libra, it's more about maybe somebody you know or you coming to terms with the past and what was needed to be left behind. There's a lot of cups here. Something in the past that was creating an illusion, but somebody's here seeing things more clearly and ready to walk towards your or their happiness, and to be open. And it's like you see your success on the horizon because you've been shut out, slowed down. The Four of Swords is that place of healing. This guy has the Three of Swords here, and the one sword for when he gets up and he's healed, he can get up and carry that sword of truth. And this card here is like leaving. I know what I need to leave behind. I'm ready. Finally, I'm ready to leave this behind. And because I see the sun on the horizon, it's a new day. It's a new life, It's a new time. And that sun is coming up. The sun is, well, we all say this because it's true. It's the most positive card in the whole deck. Dang. Okay. Okay, so that's one story, right? One side. Let's talk about the other side of the story. Yeah. I'm getting messages, but I'm going to wait. One more. Okay. So I have the Hierophant here. Here's the other story. The Hierophant is about the way we always did things. It's about religion. It's about spiritual guidance. It's about doctrine, dogma. So it can be, let's stop there. When it's reversed, it's out of bounds. We're out of bounds. We're breaking chains. We're breaking cycles. We're tearing down structures. Whether or not, and it can be, Hierophant is also a card of marriage, so it could be ending a marriage, ending a relationship. We'll get more cards. Okay, I've got two here. I got the Page of Pentacles. So the first one I got with it was a Chariot Reversed. So Chariot Reversed it's a Cancer card, but this is a Taurus, by the way, Hierophant. The Sun card is Leo, but the Sun is Father, Son. It's God. It depends on, it's Father Sky. Depends on the religion and all that. Source also. Okay, so the Chariot. Okay, so let's go back to the first story. Sorry, somebody may be getting messages from Source, like the feeling that it's time. It's time to go after your success. It's time. Okay, so back to the second story. Chariot Reversed is, well, it's maybe things just coming to a halt, things ending, things changing, and not being inspired to move in a direction that one was moving in previously. It's like the challenge is too big, and there's not. And this is happening. These are happening because there's new opportunities somewhere else. Something's going to come to you, or somebody's going to approach you. It could be actually a child that may say something. Somebody young could say something. Or maybe it's because of a child that did, no. It may be because of what's happening with the child that the direction has to be changed. That goes there. I think it's a child. And this could be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Taurus. Earth. Interesting. Okay. So then I have the Tower reversed. So this is, as a reader, I read this two ways. When this is reversed, it's how to avoid total disaster. or disruption, or it's trying to avoid it. And the way to avoid that, well, we'll get more, or trying to overcome what has happened. So it feels like it's both here. It feels like there's a bunch of crap happen, and before it gets any worse, so you could try to recover from it, you can see it all unfolding before you. And somebody's got to do something here, whether this is you or someone else, because there's two stories here, right? And I have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is like completely stopped. There was movement. It's about something completely stopped. This is earth energy again. And I really think it has something to do with the Taurus. At least one of the people. Does seem like there's a child involved too. Okay, so there's nowhere to, it's redirection, because the original path is done. Something about the original path is done. And we saw that over here, though. We have to walk away from something somebody loves. This is another side. It could be the same story. It could be another party. It could be two separate people we're talking about here. So, okay, the next card is the Fool. So both of these, okay, it feels like the same story, but two different sides, okay? The same story. This is why. Because they're both saying, just go. Cut your losses and go. Take what you can. Try to learn from this and go. Look at this. This is a Fool. It's a Fool, which is an Aries card. But it's a Fool. It's a 0. It's 0 point. Just go create what you want to create now. Take the loss and go. It feels risky. But it, it looks risky, but it doesn't feel so risky. Not compared to staying where you are, where there's no movement, where there's unhappiness, where there's darkness, okay? Where there's pain. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple cards from the Enchanted Map for each side. I want to take those. I just picked them up, and they haven't been shuffled, okay? So I want to have the old energy in there. Oops. Just a second here. Oh, well, I just lost my earring, but... Sometimes that's a message. I don't know what that means, but if you find an earring, it might mean something. I'm not sure. Or to be careful with your lost one. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. All right, so... Wizard of Awareness. I love this, okay? And then we're going to do one on this side. Ghostlands. So, sometimes I do these intuitively, but today, no, we need to read them today. There's huge energies right now, so. Your soul knows best. Be still and observe. Mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you also. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now, unencumbered by opinion or desire. Wearing the world as a loose garment requires you to adopt a sense that nothing that happens to you is personal. People come and go, experiences experiences evolve from one state to another in a continual shifting and change, no matter how much you want things to stay the same. I don't know why I'm having trouble reading this. I apologize. The Wizard of Awareness asks you to give up your need to define or limit what you're experiencing now. It's all good. Let it be and watch the miracle unfold without any direct influence from you. So, this appears to be that this realization is being brought forward with the sun for you, it's like a redirection of where the truth is and what's, of course, really been going on. And that's this healing. And so this is really great advice because I've used this for a long time. Separating yourself as a third party, how would it look if you weren't currently involved? You look at your actions and the other people's actions, whatever, how many ever people are involved, and things look different. So when you don't internalize the feelings and we don't make the excuses for whatever we think we're feeling or overcompensating for, then we take our feelings out of it and things do look different. As an outsider, how does that look? Okay. Because sometimes we don't realize how much our prejudices, our emotions, and our inability to see the truth affects and skews the whole situation. Okay. Ghostlands is this other side here. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. And so always choosing a different perspective to look at things is beneficial because you see not only your version, but you see multiple versions of how it looks to other people. And that is a place of empowerment. Let me just put it that way. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. So that's like you're looking too far ahead, so you're not living in the moment. Man, that was stated kind of weird, right? Okay, the future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps towards a goal or dream. These are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction further than the heart and soul can see. The power is in the now. The past is about memories and regrets, and the past was a vehicle to get here. And these are both about having awareness in the now, okay? This is about being more detached and looking at everything from a detached point of view. But this is living in the moment. So these are very important chunks of information. So we're going to ask the angels and ancestors. We're going to ask the angels and ancestors, get a card from them. Do the same thing. Okay, so let's start with side one where the Wizard of Awareness is in the Sun card. It's interesting, we have the Sun and we have the Tower. So this is, I think, focused on, a more positive side of it. This is a more negative side. If it's the same person, it's different ways of looking at it. this is more from a place of pain. This is more from a place of, okay, well, that happened. And I made decisions, and maybe I had illusions or whatever, but I'm ready to move to a better day, right? So autumn, release the old and rest. Release the old and rest, and knowing that better things are on the horizon. Autumn is when we get ready for winter. We have a raven here, which is about higher knowledge. Could be a blackbird. It's probably a blackbird. Birds are about spiritual guidance also. So autumn is about the leaves drop from the trees because it's time. They had their cycles. So there's something about cycles here. And things happen, lessons, and it's another cycle in our life, and there's not really much more to say. It's pretty simple. It's just time to get that healing done, to be, I don't know, not dwelling in the past and being controlled by the past anymore, right? It's real simple here. And then spring, see your seeds grow, okay? Spring, so we have a rabbit here. Rabbits multiply very quickly. And we're in springtime right now. So this may have something to do with you might find the healing will come over the summer into the fall, and it's a great time just to be in the moment and enjoy the days, and enjoy the time, and just look at everything around you. This side is spring. Okay, so this is where we're kind of at right now. See your seeds grow. Whatever we plant grows. Whatever we think about. Okay, there's that story. It's a Native American story about the two wolves. There's a good wolf and the bad wolf. And so it depends on which one has more power, is whichever one we give more attention to. I said that bad, but I'm sure you know what I mean, and most people have heard about it. So it's whatever you feed grows. So if you want to feed the negativity and you want to think about what's happened, then we could stay there, and we could stay in that tower, always trying to be in the place of stuff crashing down. If we look at an more optimistic way, and we feed the good wolf in the positive side, then we can say, this happened for a reason. My time here is done. And the universe is, or spirit, or my higher self is saying, enough. It's time for you to move towards something better. Okay. So, and let the cares of the past go. We don't forget about it, the experiences, but we take what we need out of that negative past, and we put it in that tiny little knapsack. We take our dog, because dogs are trust and they're loyal. We take those who are loyal with us. Otherwise, we don't need that. Okay, that's just an observation. Okay, so whatever we feed will grow. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're going to do one more row of tarot per side, just to round up the first part of June. And I have readings available. I would love to do your reading. What we do is you just book it, and then I try to do it before, if it's like the night before, so you have it's uploading, or it's done by the time the appointment comes. If not, if it's like the same day, it might take a few hours to upload. So, okay. And I send you a YouTube link so you can listen to it on any device, which is kind of cool. Okay, so this side over here is the King of Swords reversed. So this is air sign, doesn't have to be. It's masculine energy. So Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. This is somebody who's manipulating with words and not very communicative. It's hostile. And somebody that uses their knowledge to control, okay? Then I have the King of Coins. So this is another masculine energy. And again, it doesn't have to be, but this is Pentacles. So this is Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. This is somebody who has established their life. Like it could be somebody a little bit older, like a grandpa, father. This is somebody who's nurturing, somebody who has, likes the kids running around and, takes care of people. Is trustworthy, perfect husband, something like that. And knows the value of money and invests well, okay? And then I have the Four of Cups reversed. So this is being able to see maybe what you couldn't see before, what you were overlooking, what somebody was overlooking. And that's good. So we can use words to manipulate, or we can embrace the power of creating. A little, Pentacle is slow energy. It doesn't come just like that. It's slow moving. This is somebody who has built this themselves, though, not somebody who has inherited it, so to speak. That's not the way this is coming through. This is somebody who's done the work, built their own stability. And then now we're seeing what we haven't seen before. That's the Four of Cups reversed. And trying to understand why we felt bored and unhappy. And then I have the Eight of Pentacles. And this is how we live our day. We're mastering our life. Every day we work on something a little bit, whether it's our job, to perfect our job, perfect our home life. It's mastering our life. It's not just work. It's our life. This is our life we're talking about. This is also the way this is coming through, Libra, is mastering one's emotions so we can master our life. Okay? Mastering our emotions like body, mind, and soul. It's the whole package. Because while we're here in the 3-day, we need to have mastery over that. Okay? So now we're going to look on the other side here. I like to get another deck in case we have duplicates. Or dupes. Aside, it's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, la la la. It's funny. So sorry. Page of Wands. Okay, this is flighty energy. This is a kind of player energy. And doesn't want to be discovered. It's, Page of Wands reversed. So, upright, you see she's looking at you in the eye. This person is not doesn't make eye contact. That's what I'm hearing. And is not not inspired to do things like the way they should, right? I'll leave it at that. Because it's a player energy, Four of Wands, but this is about a marriage. It's about a relationship, right? And you know what? It sounds good when we think about it. Priestess. But there's intuition here. What's that telling you? It's telling somebody something here. High Priestess. Somebody knows that it's not a battle they can fight. It sounds good. It's like somebody's going to come, or somebody made an offer of marriage or a relationship. And it's what maybe somebody really wanted. But inside, somebody knows that it's not, it's not worth fighting for, that they really won't fight for this. Seven of Wands reversed is it's not worth the fight. You can't get through those obstacles. You just can't. You can't even get above them. Can't. It's reversed. So, can't get through the competition, right? It's not even worth fighting it. Somebody needs to say something. Okay. So, we can do one more card. Where are we at? 30? Okay. Do one more card on each side. I speak positively of others. I speak positively of others. This is about taking the high road. As I can't speak, I speak positively of others. It's like somebody here needs to be careful of their words on this side, because words are spells, words have power. So, and this is a mirror. So there's a mirroring effect here. If you want others to think positively of you and speak positively of you, then it's important to take the high road and just leave that behind, I mean, I'm not saying forget the past. No way. There's work that needs to be done, and we have to go and do shadow work. It needs to be done. I'm saying, if saying the same thing, you catch yourself saying the same thing, and it's negative, because you just get stuck in a loop. Sometimes I do that. I catch myself, I go, I don't want to say that anymore, because that's making me stuck. Because at some point, while I had been saying that, I changed my view on that, and it's time to leave it behind. Okay, so this side here, I remain in balance with my emotions. So sorry. I remain in balance with my emotions. And this is about balance too, Libra. See, Libra, balance. Okay. Why is that important? Well, the more in balance you are, the easier it is to see others and what they're bringing to you. And actually, you can look at them, you can hear their voice, and you can just, no, that doesn't serve me. And no matter, and so you keep your, excuse me. Remember, whether you're going to feed the positive or negative on this side here, you must be emotionally balanced to make the right decision to feed the right side. And that's pretty simple. But if we're not emotionally in balance, then we don't make good decisions, do we? We undermine ourselves. We second guess ourselves. We don't give ourselves credit and don't walk with the self-worth that we should. So, I love you, Libra. I like this story. I mean, it's hard. It's always hard. I mean, that's the way life is, 3D, whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world and in our lives. But I like when it comes out like this. It's a nice reflection. So, have a good June. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.